your signal out. Leave out the back, I know that we're...
Hey there, welcome back. Time to talk headlines now with the Channel 1 News team, and Ali, take it away.
Well, General Motors announced yesterday that it's making a lot of changes to try and avoid bankruptcy. Among them, GM is cutting 21,000 hourly jobs and will shut down Pontiac completely by the end of 2010. Plus, GM is planning on shutting down more than 40% of its dealerships and speeding up 6 factory closings that were announced in February. The changes are an effort to restructure the company.
We want to make sure we're putting our resources behind brands where we can win in the marketplace. That basically means Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, and GMC.
All these changes need to be completed before June 1st, otherwise the government will force GM into bankruptcy. It's part of a deal GM made in exchange for a government bailout, totaling $15.4 billion. Now, GM wants to pay back half that loan in GM stocks. If approved, it would make the United States Treasury the majority owner of the company. And the company is also trying to phase out Saturn by the end of this year instead of waiting until 2011.
So a lot of work to do, right, Ali?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. And now, Gary, what's on your plate?
Well, Justin, when then-Senator Obama campaigned to be president, he vowed if elected, he'd promote the advancement of science. Well, now he's making good on that promise. During a speech at the National Academy of Sciences annual meeting, the president promised to invest more money in scientific innovation, saying that the United States has fallen behind. Some question if this is the right place to spend government money during an economic crisis, but the president stood by his decision.
Science is more essential for our prosperity, our security, our health, our environment, and our quality of life than it has ever been before.
Mr. Obama said his administration would double the budget of key agencies and invest more money in math and science education. The president compared this commitment to the effort to ramp up the space program a generation ago and said the U.S. would exceed that level of achievement. The president said this represents the largest commitment to scientific research and innovation in American history.
And in Iowa, same-sex couples lined up across the state to apply for marriage licenses after the state's ruling legalizing gay marriage went into effect. Though most couples have to wait 3 days before tying the knot, some were allowed to bypass the state's 3-day waiting period. Earlier this month, Iowa's Supreme Court unanimously ruled that a 10-year-old state law banning same-sex marriages violated the state's constitution. Iowa's the 3rd state to allow same-sex couples to wed after Massachusetts and Connecticut. Vermont also passed a law legalizing gay marriage that will take effect in September. California did allow same-sex marriages for 6 months last year. That was before voters banned it by approving Proposition 8 in the November elections. Those against same-sex marriages delivered a petition to officials in one Iowa county asking the officials not to let the marriages take place.
All right, that does it for headlines, and we're coming right back.
Tonight, as for me, well, I said you can't call me friend, that's all right.
Want to see your team's latest and greatest moves on TV? Send us a video clip from a school sporting event, and Channel 1 News can air your sports play for everyone to watch.
Once again, it's time to kick off the week with our Play of the Week.
Our Play of the Week series celebrates exciting athletic performances each week, showcasing everyday teams' drive and ability on the field, the court, the slopes, wherever the game is played. Go to Play of the Week on channel1.com and submit your play today.
What's hiding in your skin?
Hidden toxins, that's what.
Neutrogena Deep Clean Cream Cleanser seeks out dirt, oil, even hidden toxins, and forces them out. Removes 99% of impurities that can lead to breakouts.
So now I've got nothing to hide.
Neutrogena Deep Clean.
Generation Money is made possible by the FINRA Investor Education Foundation and America Saves.
The high school prom. It's a big party with a big price tag. And in these tough economic times, many teens are looking to save. And in today's Generation Money, Jessica Kumari shows you how.
Prom night. It's supposed to be an unforgettable experience, what everyone's thought about for the entire year. It can be one of the last nights an entire class spends together. It can also be one of the most expensive. A 2008 survey by the Hearst Teen Network showed girls spend an average of $236 on prom dresses alone.
I'm spending like $200 to $300 on my dress, probably about $100 on my hair. The limo's going to cost probably about $50 to $100. The prom bids themselves are $85 a person.
A lot of money during a time that many people don't have it. So that's why the seniors on Clifton High School's prom committee are brainstorming ways to save money.
Transportation is expensive too, and a lot of people don't have a way to get to it. Maybe we can get like a bus.
My friend's doing my hair, and my other friend is doing my makeup.
Do you think that all of this talk about money and the budget, is it taking away something from your prom experience?
Oh, I can't wait till this is over. Like, it definitely takes like a lot of the fun out of prom.
I had to pick up a job. I'm working 4 days a week in addition to all my extracurricular activities, and it is stressful. And that money is specifically going towards like prom.
These girls say there's pressure to go all out even if you can't afford it.
Especially with girls, because like girls, anywhere they go, they're going to compete with like who has the nicest dress, who has the nicest hair, the nicest everything.
My mom thinks we go all out, and she doesn't really understand why. Like she knows that it's a big night, but when she sees that there's like $400 dresses, she goes, "You'll look just as good in a dress that costs $300 cheaper."
Liana's mother is right, according to 17 Magazine's fashion director, Gina Kelly, who told us some of her own money-saving tricks.
Less fabric means a cheaper price tag. So it's perfectly acceptable to wear like a little cocktail dress to prom.
And instead of looking for a dress that you can only wear once,
I would look for a classic little black dress. I know this sounds a little boring, but as you can see, you know, it's a dress that will never go out of style. It's really, really classic and simple, and you can easily change it up with inexpensive jewelry and your shoes and your bag to give this dress a whole new look.
With Gina's advice, I headed to the mall with Perla and Adriana for some shopping. These are the short dresses. Come on out. Do a little turn. This one's $80. So it's a good price in your budget, right? But no. It's also $80, so it's the right price for the wrong dress.
Yes. You don't have to go to a mall to buy your dress or your tux. There are plenty of other places to go, like a thrift store. Very appropriate for prom. We've come to a Goodwill store in New York City. Let's see what we can find.
Turns out there were plenty of tuxedos.
This jacket is $15. Even if it's not your size, you can get it tailored and it's still an awesome deal.
And tons of dresses.
This dress has a retail price of $175, but our price is only $30. So
and this is a brand new dress?
It's a brand new dress.
Never been worn?
Never been worn.
Now that you have the right tux or dress, how can you save more money on the actual night? Forget the fancy restaurant meal and organize a dinner at home. Instead of renting a limo, borrow a nice car from a friend or a relative. And skip the formal prom portraits. Your digital camera is just as good.
It is a recession that we're going through, and it is okay to be on a budget because some way or another we're all making cutbacks.
Because paying for prom shouldn't prevent you from dancing the night away. Jessica Kumari, Channel 1 News.
And for all things prom, just check out Prep My Prom at channel1.com. Time's up for us. I'm Justin Finch, and have a good day.